crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game!
Oh my god! The ball lands!
And he will finally go down! The Okeanos will take this game! Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance!
To crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game!
Oh my god! The ball lands!
And he will finally go down! The Okeanos will take this game! Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance!
you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
To crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
to crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
To crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
Greetings everyone, and we are back for Group D of the Grand Esports 2026 Regional Qualification for the English-speaking countries in Southeast Asia, hosted by Comtours, alright? So, just an overview for you guys who have just joined in and didn't watch the previous group stages. So, the overview of the Grand Esports tournament is basically the top 2 players from each group will emerge and move forward to the regionals finals of the Grand Esports 2026, which will be happening on the 21st of June. And the top 2 players then will be heading to the offline Grand Finals of the Grand Esports 2026 held in Hanoi, Vietnam on the 11th of July. So they will be representing this region, challenging the other top 2 qualifiers from the Indonesia, Vietnam, and Thailand region. So there's a really big prize pool as well. So all the players moving onwards to the grand finals of the Grand Esports 2026 will stand a chance to compete for a total prize pool of 4,500 USD, together with great outgain and in-game rewards as well, like the awesome Zeratu figurine. So this Zeratu figurine is a 1/9 scale. Really nice statue right there, very detailed. Can't wait to see who's gonna emerge as the victor in this tournament, alright? So there's tons of big names, and in terms of the schedule, Group A, B, and C has been finished already. We are gonna be having 6 players locking in their spots already. So coming out from Group A, Blackpink Void and Hachuka over there. Jin Yao and Magnum Phoenix locking in their spots from Group B, and in yesterday's Group C, we have Blackhearted and Tears, who are the top 2 players who made it through as well. For today, we have another set of 8 players here. So 5 Filipinos, 2 Malaysians, and 1 Singaporean. So for the first match, it's gonna be I'm Zax and Haji. After that, we are gonna be having another best of 5 here. Every match will be a best of 5, by the way. So we have Runaway Jury, Naughty, Snorlax will be up against King Yo, and last but not least, X Mob will be fighting out against Bestie X. So who will be the final 2 players to head into the regional final round happening on the 21st of June for the Grand Esports 2026? We will find out real shortly, alright? And also, just make sure to sit back and relax and enjoy the stream, because there's gonna be 2 coupon codes to be given out tonight. And yeah, just make sure to collect it as soon as possible once the code is released later on in the stream. It's gonna be shown just below me over here. And make sure to collect it as soon as possible, like I said, because there's gonna be limited redemptions on it. So, can't wait to see who you guys are rooting for today. I think, in terms of the big names here, like who's like really staple in normal RTA scene, it will be probably I'm Zax, right? This guy is also a G3 player, but he doesn't really participate much in tournaments. He's just a casual G3. Very rare to say those kind of words, right? So yeah, I would like to see how far he can actually progress into this tournament. Obviously, for the competition format of this Grand Esports tournament, it's gonna be based on playoffs using the Challenge Arena Battle mode. So it means there's not gonna be any rune gaps, and it all depends on the skill and knowledge of the player of all the monsters and synergy, right? So when it comes to drafting, it's gonna be really important. So we did see yesterday in Group C, right? There's this combination where Tears actually abused it quite a lot. It was the either Dyna, Chao plus 3 supports, and it's mainly like things like Heigang, Wusa, Shizuka, where there's tons of buffs, even a Riley as well. And they just couldn't bring down the Dyna or the Chao in time. Non-stop, 1 violent proc, 1 inevitable rune, and it's GG, 1 unit goes down, right? So yeah, that combination is quite strong. So we'll see whether any of these players later on will learn from the matches that has been played over the course of 3 days already. Other than that, I think another hot pick would be things like the Singza. I think Singza has been performing really well. We've seen that unit like getting tons of crits and counter stun onto fire units as well. So here we go. The first best of 5. The first quarter final match between I'm Zax and Haji. And it's gonna be a juicy one. Look at the deck over here. So both players does have pretty good options. So Haji will be opening up with the Singza over here. A very staple turn 2 bruiser kind of unit, which also provides the 24% speed lead. So I'm Zax is going for the Riley and the Fire Inosuke right off the bat. Fire Inosuke so far hasn't really been performing that well, so we'll see whether it's gonna be working out for Zax. So Haji is gonna go very heavy water right now with the Water Warner and Chao. As time goes by, that Gojo actually hits super hard with the second skill, especially when it scales with the defense buff that he gains. And also, the attack bar increase coming out from it is super strong as well. So Zax will be opting for a Tessarion since there's 3 units on the side of Haji who has passives. Although Tessarion is a fire, but it's gonna take some time to like actually bring the Tessarion down. Especially when there's the Josephine and Riley picked up as well. So there's gonna be tons of shields, potential heals if the Riley doesn't get banned out. So Haji will be opting for the 2 immunity users in the form of Wusa and the Veladrol. So there's no AoE strips coming out from Zax. I think those 2 picks are pretty nice. So if you're Zax, I think here you kind of just need to go for something like a Ereshon, Force Band, even a Trix. Yep, I think one of those. Would have preferred a little bit on the Ereshon because it's a win. But Trix is also not too shabby, alright? So with Trix here, do you just ban off the Chow? I don't know, man. Yeah, this is gonna be tough for Zax because the Trix actually went through. So very interesting. Haji does not want to deal with the Riley, and Chow will be banned off as well. So this is gonna be a little bit better for Zax, I believe, because Wusa with the speed lead, it means that he's gonna be moving first. Same goes with that Veladrol. So there's gonna be an opening for this Trix to like actually get the strip into potential provoke onto either one of the immunity users, right? So Wusa will be placing the Wish of Immortality. Trix later on can cut in between after the Veladrol. And there's gonna be potential 2 turns provoke. So it's looking pretty good for Zax right now in terms of the turn order and draft. I think here you just need to use the punishment. I don't think you Sanctuary up, right? Yeah, you gotta save it. Pray that the Trix doesn't strip the Vela. Yeah, it all depends on the RNG here. So Singza, Lightning Monkey 1 getting the crit. Like I said, Singza has been performing so well. Now Josephine. Yeah, because of the pushback earlier coming off from the Werner, the Trix is moving last on the team now. So, and he also fails to strip that Veladrol. So this is a very good opening for Haji now. However, the Singza is pretty low on health. So another big crit. There's gonna be some slight heals here. And with the Sanctuary intact, there's gonna be the full cleanse onto everybody. So even getting the Violent proc here, potentially bringing down this Tessarion real soon. So there's nothing much Zax can do now. Yeah, he needs to bring down this Singza, but without armor break, it's tough. He's gonna get a crit again, right? Oh, no crit this time. But there's no damage. The Singza is so tanky. So as time goes by, Werner's damage output is gonna be insane. Now it's not looking good for Zax. So a big crit onto the fire unit, and once again another round of immunity plays coming out from the Wusa, getting the Violent proc as well. So more heals will be coming. And I don't think Haji is gonna lose this one, right? Don't really see that happening. So Josephine here, I think you need to control the Werner a little bit. But going for the Veladrol instead, that Vela has very high resistance. So unfortunately failing to land the strip onto that unit the whole time. And it's 1-0 going to Haji. Very good play right there. So yeah, Zax knows it and he just concedes. I told you guys, the Fire Inosuke, I don't, on paper, right? On paper, it seems like it does so much. Like, the passive is decent. There's self-heals coming off from the passive as well. Second skill can provoke, but you never see the provoke, by the way. Because obviously in this context, there's 2 immunity users. But over the course of the other few days that we've casted in terms of players bringing in the Fire Inosuke, it didn't really perform well as well. So yeah, it is what it is. We'll see whether people will pick it up often in this Group D stage, alright? So, I'm Zax, we'll be opening with the Singza this time. So earlier also, there were 2 LD picks on both decks. Both players didn't opt for it. We'll see whether now Haji wants to go a little bit aggressive or not. Because he has the box to do it. There's things like Layla, you know. Alright, Pontos and Annabelle. Ooh. Playing very passive. Not really a fan of Pontos, but you know, sometimes his silence can come in pretty handy. Okay, there's a slight pause here, but we are good to go. Okay, what will Zax do? Going for the tricks and Water Werner. So Layla and Tessarion will be picked up for Haji. Yeah, Tessarion is a really good force ban right here because everything on the side of Zax also has passives. And what is he going to bring over here at the end? A Wusa and a Riley. Very interesting. Personally, yeah, I think a little bit too passive pivot over here, right? The Riley doesn't really synergize that well with Werner. Although there's heals, right? But Werner skills through defense. A Kanal will be placed right at the end for Haji. Okay. Do you just ban off the Pontos though? I think Zax would have been slightly better if he took a light Tanjiro and some sort of Hey Gang kind of thing. But Wusa and Layla will be banned. Okay, so 2 strippers on the side of Zax. And he can potentially steal the invincibility buff away coming up from that Werner. The Water Gojo. So Annabelle here moving first. Is she going to just send the AoE armor break? No. Just opting for the normal attack instead onto the monkey. Now, Pontos, what do you do? Going for the holy ground, and Trix is going to cut in between. He needs to get this strip. It's super important. I believe there's a slight connection issue on one of those players. Okay, we are back. So Zax will be going for the virus here. Failing to strip 2 units though. And those are the important ones, especially the Annabelle. So I think the Kanal here can only go for the pushback. Gets the additional turn. And not able to get the provoke off. However, later on, there's gonna be the potential heal coming up from Annabelle. Yeah, you cannot stop that from happening. Yeah, Ghost Prayer definitely applied now. And back to square one. So branding landed. Riley does have the cleanse, right? So you have to do it. And not able to cleanse both of the Oblivions. So SWAT Rain is coming. Gets 1 stun only. And there's gonna be the silence on 3 units as well. It's looking really good for Haji though. So now he can even lay out the armor break here. Wow, there's so many debuffs on the side of Zax and he can't shake off from that. The monkey is in trouble with additional turn. I think he's gonna go down. 3v4. The Werner getting armor broken here, not helping his cause. His damage output is gonna be a little bit low. So Riley has no choice but to only do the 4th skill. That's all she has. And there's gonna be another round of SWAT of Gluttony here. Big damage output into another additional turn. Pontos next turn does have the Holy Ground. Trix is gonna go down as well. 2v4. Annabelle honestly doesn't even need to heal. It's not looking good for Zax. Very bleak. I don't see how the Riley and the Werner is gonna make a comeback. That's the problem about going very passive at the end when you're running things like Werner, Singza at the start. Yeah, the pivot into Wusa and the Riley is just too passive. You don't have damage output. You're not here, not there. Yeah, very weird draft. And Haji can always capitalize on that. You know, going for things like the Karnal, very tanky unit. They won't die. And obviously Riley's damage is not gonna be doing anything towards your team. So honestly, would have preferred like a light Tanjiro, you know? There's some sort of AoE provoke, branding, and then you can probably follow through with another AoE damage dealer at the end for your draft. So this one is just more like a formality here. Kills prayer, everybody back to full life. This one is pretty much GG as well. So Haji is looking really good in terms of his draft. Nice performance coming out from him. Is he able to make a 3-0 sweep against I'm Zax? We'll see soon. Yeah, that Riley is for sure dead. And with this Werner getting armor broken here as well. Yeah, the only thing that is surviving for him now is that invincibility buff. Once that wears off, it's pretty much GG. Yeah, you can get a stun, but he doesn't care about that. Violent proc. Fire unit against the water, dealing so much damage as well. And this will kill. So 2-0 lead for Haji. Wow, very good drafting so far. I like it a lot. He's playing counter pick really good. So yeah, very surprising. Zax is having troubles in the Challenge Arena battle mode. And we'll see what other options he has. I think for Challenge Arena, right, you cannot like really pivot into turn 2 when you're running all those kind of AoE attacks. It just doesn't synergize well, and you know, all these monsters are so tanky. They don't die that easily, okay? It's not like normal RTA. Sometimes you fight with other people, you know, those units are very squishy because of their runes. It's totally different here, right? Because here, the rune quality for all of the units are super strong. And that is the main difference. So, skill and knowledge of all the units, the synergy between all the random units that you get in your deck, the 14 picks. You need to have all the knowledge that you can get from it. Alright, so Haji opening up with the Patter, very interesting. So Zax will be going for the Chandra and the Kovarchi. Now there's a few things Haji can do here. I think Singza, Annabelle, Singza, Josephine, those kind of things are pretty good. Play Bruiser Root. Because here you're forcing the opponent to go for another AoE immunity user. Either the Valadro or the Wusa. He has so many options, right, on Zax's side. However, picking the Riley instead. Okay, Riley and a Tetsuya. So in this kind of context, attack buff does not really scale well with all of his units. I am actually a little bit... I don't really like that Riley pick. It's just because it only provides 1 turn immunity, right? So it's gonna wear off very easily. And I think here Haji knows it. Can just bring in the Tessarion and the Karnal, because honestly, all those units, like I said, doesn't scale with the attack buff that they gain. And the damage output is still gonna be really low. So I think Haji here has a very easy ban. Nothing is gonna die that easily on the side of Haji as well. If I'm Zax, I would probably ban off the Annabelle. Remove the healer, I guess. Going for the Patter instead. So Tetsuya will be removed as well. Okay, fair fight this one. I'm assuming maybe Haji thought that his Tasarion will be force ban. Because you're bringing in a Oblivion unit literally just to deal against the Tetsuya, right? However, he bans off the Tetsuya instead. Okay, so slow debuff will be applied onto 2 this time. Riley not going for the attack buff just yet, because there's gonna be the Kovarchi buff already placed. So he's gonna go for the nuke, 28,000 onto the Annabelle. So Annabelle with the Ghost Prayer able to heal up a little bit, back to half life. So this one is not looking that good for Haji, right? Because the Tanjiro is gonna be surviving really easily here. There's gonna be permanent immunity. I honestly thought, like I said, the ban was very easy, right? Onto the Kovarchi only. You remove the permanent immunity coming up from that unit. Riley only 1 turn. And then you can actually apply your armor breaks and whatnot easier. So just gonna reduce the cooltime of the light Tanjiro. Now with branding, next turn he does have the nuke again. So Chanja is gonna hug the Kovarchi here, and Riley will be able to apply the big heal. Not going for it yet. However, proccing into the 4th skill. So a branded unit attack buff as well as the ignore defense. How much damage is that going to do? I'm assuming around 30k. But those 2 units on branding does have some sort of damage reduction. So we'll see whether he's just gonna go for the kill onto the Annabelle, or maybe working onto the Tasarion instead. Okay, able to bring it down 1 shot. Annabelle getting stunned up here as well, not helping Haji's cause. There's no more heals from the Annabelle anyways. So here, there's gonna be the full heal if he chooses to do it. No, opting for the normal attack. And this is a really nice win coming up from Zax. I don't see how the Singza and the Kana is gonna make a comeback here. It's gonna be tough. So trying to work on to the Chandra a little bit. Shake of Water coming. Slow debuff applied. And now with the full cleanse, with the immunity buff attack bar increase, something's gonna hurt real bad soon. So now he can even just hug the Tanjiro, making sure that unit survives. Yeah, this is a better draft coming out from Zax this time. So just gonna go for the boost. I think here you just snipe off the Kanal. Okay, going for the branding first. Gets the additional turn as well. Boom, 40k. Sings the last hit, and GG. 2-1. Very good series between Zax and Haji, right? So yeah, I think Haji made a little bit of a mistake in terms of drafting there. But I'm assuming he thought that his Tasarion will be banned out. So he didn't really want to deal with all the attack bar increase coming off from Tetsuya every single time. So just wanted to remove that from happening, right? But, you know, you bring in Annabelle, you bring in Karnal. How are you dealing against that Riley and the Kovarchi, right? You needed to ban either one of those immunity, especially the Kovarchi, because that's permanent immunity every time you put the 2nd skill on herself. So anyhow, this time he does have that option. And Zax does have a really, really good LD pool here as well. Okay, I like this. When you see that LD Nat 5, you want to revolve it around single targets, alright? Single target units. So going for the Singza is nice. You can potentially land your armor break. What will Haji go here though? He has so many options for immunity. Thinking it through. Going for the Fire Inosuke as well as the Wusa. So Chandra will be picked up with a Riley. So there's gonna be good heals, protection coming out from the Chandra too. So Chow and Trix will be locked in for Haji, and what will Zax do here at the end? I think here he's just gonna bring out the big gun. I think no brainer. The big here looks really strong. Yeah, Annabelle the big, right? You got protection, you got attack buff, you got AoE armor break, you got AoE slow. And you got good bruiser damage. And Haji will be fitting in another immunity user in the form of that Veladril. So here, Zax might have the problem where he might not be able to land any armor breaks. Do you like just remove the Vela or the Wusa? And you still need to wait for like 3 turns, right? So yeah, looking pretty good for Haji as well. He got AoE strip. The Chow is gonna be like super strong. Vela needs to resist a little bit here and there. And he got 3 turns to do something about that. Once the immunity wears off, there might be a chance for that Vela to like go down really easily. So here we go. Annabelle moving first. Do you go for the slow? Do you just send it right now? If I'm Zax, I will just go for it. Because your Chandra is moving, you can boost up your attack bar. Oh, he's proccing a lot. But look at that. Imagine the Annabelle went for the AoE armor break first and then got a proc, right? The Fire Inusuke or Chow may be around like 30% health. The Chandra also proc once. And then Debik could follow up into the kill coming out from Singza. So that didn't happen. And now Zax is in trouble. So Sanctuary will be applied. And there's gonna be potential provoke coming out from this. Did not get it onto the Annabelle. So Chandra is in very big trouble now. The Justice is coming with the armor break. Annabelle also slowed down. Yeah, Trix is going to kill off this Chandra easily, right? Yeah, I think Zax made a very big mistake at the start. Yeah, Chandra is dead. So opting for the armor break onto the Singza. Veladril got the violent proc though. So what can this Chandra do? He's down to last hit. Here you gotta hug. Gain attack bar for your Annabelle. Try to heal up a little bit here. Full cleanse. Can you land your armor break? Did not get it. And now you kinda need to start working onto the Vela again. So Chow here. Normal attack. Can he place a dot? He gets it. Ooh. Additional turn to kill himself. So it's a trade-off though. And it's not favoring Zax actually. So he can actually lay out this armor break. The big goes for the big hits. Can this Justice crit? Oh, additional turn 2. Double crit onto the debate. Another proc as well, coming out from the Fire Inusuke. No stun onto the monkey this time. So, monkey here, Lightning Monkey 1, Annabelle needs to get a sleep. Oh, this proc is huge. Able to make the big survive a little bit longer. But now, Justice is coming. There's no stopping the Chow, right? So Annabelle is potentially gone here, right? think this is essentially 2v2. Yeah, there's no way. Oh, the big actually goes down. Wow. And now, what are you gonna do here? Yeah, you can go for the AoE armor break. That unit is still surviving 1 HP. And the Inosuke is going to heal up again. So another round of additional turn coming up from this Chow. And it's not looking hot for this monkey. He's getting provoked up left and right with the heal block as well. 30% attack up. There's just no stopping the Chow and the Fire Inosuke this time. And it's GG, Annabelle against the wall. So yeah, you can heal up, but to no avail. All those 3 units still very healthy. And you do not have any skills for the next couple of turns. Yeah, this Justice will seal the deal, and Haji, wow, he's gonna be moving onwards, winning 3-1 against Zax. So congratulations to XX Haji over there. Very nice fights. And I think honestly, yeah, because on one hand, right, your Annabelle moves first. There's 2 units off wheel. I think you just kinda needed to just go all in at the start, because if you want to wait for the 3 turns immunity to wear down, yeah, I don't see that happening, right? There's no way to like make a comeback after that. You wasted a lot of time like doing poke damage at the start. You know, you just send the armor break, pray for some procs. All the units are on violent anyways, so you never know. Like earlier, the Annabelle proc proc once at the start. Chandra also. So if you went for the armor break slow, Chandra can do the AoE attack, and then she got a violent proc as well. So you can do like good damage punch with the armor break. The other 2 units follows through. The big, you never know, the unit always goes twice. And I'm pretty sure either the Inosuke or the Chow dies, because they are very squishy, okay? They have decent amount of HP, but their defense are low. So yeah, the monkey will also follow through with the lightning monkey one, so I'm pretty sure the Chow dies right off the bat. But yeah, he decided to like just try to hold on, and it didn't work for him, unfortunately. So yeah, it is what it is. Haji will move onwards to the semi-finals of the group stage D. Alright, so now we have Runaway Jury up against Naughty. This will be another best of 5. All matches best of 5 today, with the Challenge Arena Battle Mode. Alright, so Layla picked up. And Naughty will be going for this Tetsuya. We've seen this unit popping off a lot yesterday too. So going for a very early ragdoll. Is that the play? So Runaway Jury knows it. The tricks is good against it. Picking in a righty for some sort of heals. And now that's gonna be immunity here. The Pontos and the Vela. Wow. The Runaway Jury wants to get the strips in, fitting in the Hey Gang as well as a Tessarion. Maybe. Is he going to lock the Tessarion in? And he does. So what is Naughty going to do here? A Shizuka? 10,000 immunity against Runaway Jury's lineup. Okay, Werner is good. So with a Werner, it means that Riley definitely ban. Or even the Layla, right? I think either one of those. Okay, so it's gonna be the Layla and Water Werner removed from the field this time. Speed lead against defense. Oh, actually opting for resistance instead. Why though? I mean, you want to get stripped when you're running Heigang and Riley. I would have preferred the defense lead. All your units so much tankier. So Pontos will go for the invincibility buff right at the start. Tetsuya will be able to apply some pressure, getting the stun onto the Tsarion. And now Velajo. Yeah, resistance lead is a scam, by the way, boys and girls. Look at that. 41%, but then still getting armor broken, getting stunned. Okay, all the debuffs now applied. Tsarion needs to wake up though. You see, without the defense lead, you're so squishy on the Tsarion. And you can't shake off from that armor break just yet. Heigang needs to get a Despair stun. And he actually got it onto the Vela. However, Pontos will be able to send away the slow debuff. So no branding applied. Seems to me like Naughty took his resistance lead. And now, when you strip, you cleanse. Okay. So this is his opportunity to bring down something. The Tetsuya is really low on health right now. And Vela is still slowed down. So gets the branding on it. It is enough. 5k crit from the Riley. So silence applied onto everyone here. However, the healing department coming up on Naughty not looking good. And the Ragdoll doesn't seem to be hitting that hard as well. Especially now there's no armor break. So he's just gonna go into town onto the Pontos right now. There's no... Oh, he procced into the third skill. Alright. However, Trix can still get the strip. The armor broken on the Tsarion. Riley needs to heal though. Okay. So there's a little bit of pause right here. Tsarion only can aim the Velajo right now. So with attack buff, he actually hits pretty hard. But now he is in trouble. So Heigang, no strip just yet because his silence up. And there's gonna be another round of punishment. Tsarion down to last hit. Yeah, Trix needs to do the AoE attack right now, I think. No other way around it. Riley here, normal attack and heal up. If he procs into the Valiant Bossel... Okay, never mind. So Velajo goes down. It's gonna be a trade-off. So Ragdoll gets the additional turn. What can the Pontos do? Is he able to survive? It's gonna be tough. Because with that armor break, the Trix hits really hard though. You see, normal attack does like 8k. And Riley here with the attack buff gets the additional turn, able to bring down that unit. It's Ragdoll against the world. It's doable, but a little bit tough. So he needs to wait to be under the Torrent range. And he has to... Okay, never mind. I think that's just too much damage for this Ragdoll to deal with. Yeah, this unit is on Bio. So, not on Vampire. He can never heal up. So, 1-0. Runaway Jury leading this one. Very good draft coming up from him. Yeah, I think so far in this tournament that we've seen all the group stage. Was there any match where Ragdoll won? I know Ragdoll lost to all the Trix. 100% loss rate against Trix. Yeah, it just doesn't survive. One AoE virus, you can see the amount of damage done onto that Ragdoll was so much. Especially when you don't have any heals for it too. So Naughty this time, going for the Wusa. He loves his immunity users. So I think Runaway Jury can capitalize on this. Going for the Tomoe. I think you can go a little bit aggressive here. Tomoe tricks always a very nice pairing. And there's gonna be the Heigang later on to be picked up for him as well. A Gapsu and a Chow. Okay. Oh, very aggressive lineup coming out from Jury. I like this. So now even the Chow is afraid. Because one Chillin Slasher, normal attack, armor break into a violent proc, 2 hits, Chow dead. It does like 20 to 25,000 easily. So Naughty here going for the Fire Inosuke, hoping that the passive will work out for him. And he's gonna be fitting in a Layla right here at the end. And for Runaway Jury's last pick, I think some sort of AoE attack. Werner or the Annabelle. I think either one of those makes a lot of sense. So he's gonna be locking in the Water Werner. So who do you ban? It's gonna be the Layla removed. Same goes for the other Wind unit in the form of the Wind Chillin Slasher. So defensive lead against speed leader. Runaway Jury. All of his units will be moving first. So right off the bat, going for the explosive power, taking the immunity away. And he gets the stun onto the Wusa as well. So virus will be applied. And Tomoe here, I think you just go for the Yin Yang Bounded Circle. Placing the Karma first, alright? But failing to do so. He should have actually used the Yin Yang Bounded Circle onto the Wusa, so there's potential AoE stun. But doesn't really matter here. So starting to go into town onto the Fire Inosuke. It's a big stun applied. Do you want to gamble with the Despair stun? So opting for the normal attack. So doing very good damage onto the Fire Inosuke. However, now it is cleansed up. Can she land? No, she didn't land the suppression onto the Wusa, unfortunately. So now there's gonna be the immunity placed up from this Wusa. But Heigang is going to be moving next. So there's gonna be the full strip. But your tricks is gonna go down. So the counter will seal the deal onto that unit. The tricks is removed. And it's not looking good for Runaway Jury this time. Because 2 units provoked. And I think he can just start working on to probably the Tomoe, right? Because Heigang here doesn't really do that much already. But like I said, every poke damage counts here, so you're just going to work on to the Werner. Okay, Werner very low on health. Yeah, he needed the tricks to survive a little bit longer. So another round of suppression will be applied. Can she land this? No. She missed it 3 times. Tomoe is not landing her debuffs. And this violent proc as well from that Fire Inosuke. It's not looking good for Runaway Jury this time. The Gapsu is single-handedly healing up the team so much. With this Justice, it secures the kill onto the Water Werner, Heigang, and Tomoe against the wall. A tad bit too late. Yeah, now you land the suppression, but you lost 2 units already. This one definitely in the back. Yeah, Gapsu here, magical guard. Yeah, the second skill does so much. And Chao branding. That dot is going to secure the kill onto the Tomoe. He can start working onto the Hey Gang 4v1. All of Naughty's units are full health. 100% HP onto every single unit. And it's 1-1. Alright. So yeah, didn't have any answers towards the Fire Inosuke actually. He tried to bring it down first. It's just that, yeah, he resisted the suppression at the start. And things just went south after that. Didn't have any damage output whatsoever to deal against the Wusai and Gapsu after that, you know. So, the third round of this best of 5 between Runaway Jury and Naughty. Okay, each player does have an LD option. Do we see them taking it up later on? Both are pretty nice. I mean, they do kind of similar stuff, you know. AoE armor break, things like that. But of course, the premium version is the one on Naughty's end. So going for the Singza and Annabelle. I think Josephine here is nice. A very good hard counter towards the Singza. Layla can potentially silence up that Annabelle too. So about 5 seconds left on Naughty to choose his second phase of the draft. Going for the Riley instead. As well as the Song Zhang Lao. Alright, last second he changed the Chao into that. So very interesting. Ooh, I like this. Do we see a Maximilian? You know, you got two strips, you got 2 speed lead. A Tessarion, okay. I guess Tessarion is fine. I prefer to see a Maxi, you know. Because there's no like really good strips on the side of Naughty. It's just like the Dark Monkey one, the single target strip. So it's gonna be placing in the Velodril right at the end. So who are the bans? There's tons of heals and clans coming up on Naughty's end. So it's gonna be the Singza removed. Very interesting Singza, you know? I mean, like, on one hand, you bring in the Tessarion to deal against that passive. Okay, Layla here. Needs to go big with the Here Comes the Ghost. Getting the silence onto the Vela. That is super important. So now, there's gonna be a potential stun onto the Riley. And can she provoke this Annabelle? Gets it. Wow. Triple crush. Gets the armor break into the additional turn. Dark Monkey is in trouble, boys. Now, Annabelle getting the next turn. Do you go for the kill? He does. So, playing it safe. Dark Monkey dead. Now, Girl's Prayer comes, but I think it's a little bit too late. Where is your damage now? So Vela needs to go for the Sanctuary if he chooses to do it, opting for the punishment instead. Now this Vela doesn't hit hard, by the way, boys and girls, because it's on a very high resistance build. So another round of Here Comes the Ghost, this time landing 10,000 debuffs onto the Annabelle. But getting Sanctuaried up. So Layla already shaking off the armor break. Josephine with the additional turn. Not able to strip the Vela. So on one hand, Naughty does have heals. Runaway Jury does not. So that might come into play later on. So another additional turn from the Josephine here. Literally, there's no stuns from Naughty's end. It's only the Annabelle sleep proc. So she's praying that the Annabelle doesn't sleep here. You do not want to give the shield. So Bella is gonna go for another round of Sanctuary. That's a huge stun onto the Riley. So now, Provoke landed onto the Annabelle this time. Big stun onto Bella too. I think here you just need to send the second skill Eagle, right? Go for the pushback. You never know that Bella 1 proc. And it's full cleanse again. Okay, never mind. He does not have it. Forgot that he used it earlier. So Bella now, with the armor break, Eagle to stun. Layla will be able to follow through with the second skill. Getting the seal onto the Riley as well. So Bella is dead. Now Tessarion works onto the Riley. Yeah, needed to kill off the Tetsuya first. Wow, 5 debuffs on that Annabelle. Oh, even got the provoke onto the Riley. Wow. And the Riley can't proc because of the seal. So Annabelle is in trouble here. Everything on Naughty's end. Yeah, there's no way to survive. 2-1 victory lead for Runaway Jury. Very close matches so far that we're seeing. Yeah, the Tessarion did a lot of damage. But on one hand, he got the Violent proc to armor break into the Violent proc. So yeah, those kind of things that happen, yeah, there's no stopping it. One armor break, 1 proc. It hits so hard. No way you survive that. And then when you're just left with the Annabelle, Bella, yeah, your damage output is reduced significantly. Especially when there's no more Dark Monkey King in the field. Round 4 of this best of 5. Here we go. Naughty with the Water Gojo. So both players does have 2 LD options in their deck. Okay, going for the Josephine and a Vela. Josephine is still kind of okay here, mainly because Werner does have normal attack stun. Yeah, Tricks is always nice. Ooh, Pontos though. Still not a fan of Pontos, I don't know why. Feels like he doesn't provide much. Yeah, you can cleanse, but so what? Well, opponent does have AoE strips, right? And there's no heal potential coming from that unit too. So Runaway Jury going for the Heigang and the Kanal, and Naughty will be applying another form of healer support with that Riley. There you go, Abilio. A Maximilian instead. Oh. So he's bringing in all the LDs here. Do they synergize well? We'll see about that soon, okay? So Veladrol will be removed here. There's gonna be a little bit of pushbacks coming up from the Werner. So is that enough to deter the Heigang? Oh, I am not sure about that. So HP leader against speed lead. Okay, Naughty does have the opening. Werner will move first, I believe. So is he going to go for the strip? He does. So he gets a lot of pushback onto the Heigang. Full strips applied. Now, needs to provoke this Maximilian, and the Josephine gets it. With the additional turn here. Maximilian is dead. Oof. A very nice proc from that Karnal. So getting the provoke. But since the unit is stunned up anyway, it doesn't really matter. Heigang here can go for the full strip. Double stuns. Can he apply the pressure? The armor break is super important for the Chillin Slasher. No armor break applied this time. So getting the stun onto the Werner. Trying to push back this unit a little bit. He's going all in onto the tricks. So Riley here will be able to freely heal up a little bit. So another 2 turns for Heigang's AoE. Gaining the speed buff, getting another round of stuns onto the Werner as well. So SWAT Rain will be followed through. Stun locking this Werner, he's not able to do anything. Finally can cleanse. But Naughty is on the timer here. Do you just go all in onto the Riley? Yeah, I think that's probably the plan, right? So no strip onto the Werner this time. He needs a violent proc. Did not get it. So there's gonna be another round of potential controls from the Karnal. Gets the additional turn. Provoke landed. Ooh. Okay, Werner getting stunned again. They got like stun up 4-5 times in a row, man. Here we go again. Wow, the stun rate. And he's not proccing, not getting a violent proc as well. Oh, Trix is still not under the threshold of the 4th skill coming up from Chillin Slasher, so he can't use it. So another round of SWAT Rain, but this time Werner will be able to move finally. This violent proc from the Karnal seals the kill onto the Trix too though. So it's Werner against the world. It's not over yet, because as time goes by, his damage output is actually insane. Riley needs to heal up. However, she got provoked by the Josephine into a stun. Into a kill onto Riley. Wow. Oh, all the resistance didn't work at the end right there. So Runaway Jury. A very good showcase coming up from him as well. So he's gonna win this one. 3-1 victory against Naughty. Wow, all the normal RTA underdogs are performing really well in the Challenge Arena Battle Mode. Yeah, their knowledge in this tournament is so good. Alright, next up we have 2 more quarterfinal matches, alright? Snorlax and King Yo. I believe the next 4 players are all from Philippines. And then on the other hand, we have X, Morp, and Bestie X. So far, we are seeing a lot of very fun matches. And yeah, no answers towards all those kind of... I'd say Josephine, like Heigang has been performing pretty well today. Tricks too. But yeah, the Riley... If the Riley resisted, I guess, the stun, and then she proc out of the provoke, get 1 heal off, then maybe he could have won. Yeah, because the Werner was hitting like so hard already. Especially with the defense buff that Chillin Slasher won't be able to hit that hard as well. So now we have King Yo up against Snorlax. This will be another best of 5 series between each other here. So Red Prison, why doesn't everyone wear skin? That's a very good question. That one you have to change the skin separately on every unit. At the Challenge Arena mode page under the monster. So maybe they didn't do it yet. So King Yo will be going for the Shiho and Annabelle as well as Chillin Slasher with the tricks. Snorlax here, his team looks really good though. Yeah, I think the Josephine is gonna be like so annoying, especially when you're fighting against the Shiho and the Wind Zenitsu. There's 2 stuns. There's a lot of stuns coming out from those 2 units. Shizuka is always good counter against the Annabelle as well. So he's gonna be locking in the Fire Inosuke right at the end. Oh my. Is that a Tricks ban? It's gonna be the ban onto the Shiho as well as the Shizuka. Okay, interesting. So here we go, speed leader. For the side of Snorlax. So the Layla will be moving first here, able to apply the pressure. Seal Rune onto the Tricks as well as the Chillin Slasher. So can she provoke? Did not get it. Wow. Imagine Annabelle sleep or proc. Okay, nope. So Snorlax, I feel like he's aiming the wrong unit. You're killing off a unit which has a very good passive. Yeah? One Annabelle heal, you're dead. So it might backfire a little bit here. Now Layla even getting armor broken. Singza, what are you gonna do? Now you shift your focus towards the Annabelle. I think it's too late. Okay, with this stun, maybe not. The Sword of Gluttony here might be able to control some units, pushing back the Wind Zenitsu a little bit more. So Annabelle is still surviving here. Do you pop the passive? Not yet. So there's gonna be the provokes coming up from the Inosuke here. Landed onto 2. And Layla is very low on health. But for this context, I think the Fire Inosuke is gonna win 4v1. There's no armor break. I mean, apart from Singza. So he needs to slow them down right now. Trying to work onto the Annabelle. Annabelle here is moving next. Unless that Josephine gets a violent proc. No. So there's gonna be the heals. And back to square one. King Yo definitely clinching this. Will he actually lose? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I mean, Annabelle did her job already. Layla here still surviving though. Able to apply another round of Here Comes the Ghost. I think at this point, the Chillin Slasher might have the passive up. One more turn. Oh, that might not be the play. You give the opponent the shield. Oh no. But, like I said, how are you killing off that Fire Inosuke? I still feel like it's gonna be a 4v1 here. Yeah, definitely a wrong play on that Chillin Slasher. Providing shields for everybody on their side. So here the full strip comes. Okay, 2 unit dies. And I think it's stabilized already. Yeah, King Yo should have this one. So now even if you land the provoke, you need to stun lock it though. But even then, is it enough? Because he's healing up so much. Look at that heal. The Tricks is still full health too. So you need to control that. Big crit onto the Josephine. Everybody 1 HP on the side of Snorlax. No stun onto that unit. Tricks proccing out from the stun as well. And it's 1-0. Okay, very good. Very good match. Yeah, Fire Inosuke in this lineup. So strong. It's like a child, you know, you try to bring it down as hard as you can, but you can't do it in like 2 turns. And then, yeah, you exhaust all your skills already. All on cooldown and it's GG. You know, sometimes when the resistance work, it's good. Okay, here we go, round 2. Okay, I like this. Both players have good options. So King Yo will open up with the monkey this time. If I'm Snorlax here, going for Karnal, right? Karnal's Chandra is okay. I think Kovarchi here, not really that good anymore. There's two strips in the form of the Water Werner and the Tricks. So going for Josephine here is okay. Yep. It's gonna be a nice Josephine pick. Could even Annabelle too. But going for the Kovarchi instead. Ooh. Not too sure about this Kovarchi though. So King Yo is gonna capitalize on that, going for the Layla and Shiho. Even without speed lead, I think Shiho outspeeds this team. So you can follow through with like the alter ego attack. Layla moves after that. Okay, what are the bans going to be? Josephine is gonna be super pesky here. Yep, Layla and the Josie ban. So speed leader on both ends. The Shiho needs to land the stun though. We'll see whether the Shiho can get it. Alright, here we go. The classic right there coming out from Shiho. Annabelle resisted every single strip. And now she's able to just either go for a heal or normal attack. Yeah, Annabelle always does that. Get the Violent proc at the start. And there's gonna be the hug. So no strip onto the Shiho this time. Provoke landed onto the Singza. Explosive power stealing all the buffs on the side of Annabelle. That is huge. So Virus will be applied as well. Slow debuff. Can the monkey stun? Getting double stuns here. Slow debuff applied. Shiho, normal attack didn't do much. Annabelle should be able to heal up here. Hold up. 1 HP. Oh, luckily she survived that. And now, this will change the tides with the Water Guardian Angel. Now, everything on the side of King Yo is slowed down. So no stun onto the Chandra. It's gonna be the attack bar boost to follow through. Do you boost up the Karnal here? Going for herself. Alright. Yeah, probably wanted to like get the immunity up soon. So Annabelle is gonna be traded off with the Tricks. Karnal is gonna be moving next unless he gets stun up. So armor break will be applied onto the Kovarchi. Big damage done. Gets the additional turn too. And he can finally finish off this Tricks. However, no immunity for Snorlax yet. I think the Kovarchi is dead. Oh, surviving 1 HP. Had this Chandra Violent proc. Did not get it. So provoke onto the Singza. It seems to me like this is gonna go to the side of King Yo, right? Double stuns. Alter Ego attack to finish off something, and yeah, 2-0 victory for King Yo. Oh, the Shiho doing good work, you know. Although at the start a little bit shaky. I think maybe you should have like either aim the Kovarchi first, because Annabelle after that is not gonna be doing much anyways. All your units got immunity, right? So yeah, you will deter the Kovarchi from placing the 3 turns, and then maybe you can follow through with the monkey stun and whatnot. Alright, but still Really good play coming out from King Yo. Well, all the opponents who have very high normal RTA are losing today. Yeah, we've seen Zax out of the tournament already on round 1 in the quarterfinal itself. Against Haji, and also Naughty earlier losing out to Runaway Jury too. So might this be another upset? So Ereshon, Annabelle, the Win Zenitsu, and Hey Gang. Oh, I already know what King Yo is going to pick at the end. This is a very nice draft once again. So Snorlax is gonna go for a little bit of protection here in the form of Shizuka. Kana last pick. And I think it's a no-brainer, right? You have one option. It has to be that light Tanjiro. You got Branding, you got Provoke. All the good stuff. Okay, Chao also makes sense. Okay, Chao is always nice. Because you can bypass the Shiho's invincibility, as well as the Shizuka. I mean, like, if Monkey and Shizuka is in the field, even if they got AoE invincibility buff, the Chao damage just goes through that. So it's gonna be the ban onto the Shizuka instead. Speed leader on both sides. And there's nothing much this Shiho can stun on turn 1 because of Hey Gang. So what are you gonna do here? You still need to attack the Annabelle here, I guess. Probably can hold on a little bit in terms of the heal. And now there's gonna be the strip. So getting double stuns, that is big. And the Win Zenitsu now can just go for the speed buff if he chooses to do it. So opting for the normal attack instead, getting the armor break applied onto the Shiho. So Annabelle here getting slowed. Is she gonna get stun up? Can she survive this though? So passive is popped on the side of the Win Zenitsu. And he's gonna go down. Annabelle not able to sustain the team just yet. Finally gets the heal off. Now where's your damage? King, your armor break will be applied onto the Annabelle. And I think holding on to the Hey Gang's second skill earlier, he didn't send it onto the tricks. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe if you put the glancing there, you wouldn't have got so many debuffs on your end, and then you could potentially survive with the Win Zenitsu and whatnot. Yeah, there was actually an opportunity for him to like place the glancing onto the tricks, but he didn't choose to do it. So yeah, Snorlax should be able to take this one. The Ereshon is down to last hit. There's 2 fire units to deal. And the Singza is still full health. Yep, I think this one's in the bag. 2-1 victory lead for King Yo. I still feel like he should have just sent the Hey Gang second skill, right? Oh, yeah, you never know. Maybe like you even get a lucky despair stun on the tricks, right? Yeah, he opted for the normal attack onto the Carnal instead. Very questionable right there. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, nothing is placing immunity on Snorlax end anyway, so holding your second skill doesn't make sense. Okay, here we go. Round 4 between Snorlax and King Yo. After this, we do have X-Morp and Busty. This will be the final quarterfinal match of Group D later on. And then we're going to be having our first coupon code of the night. So make sure to stay tuned for that. So King Yo will be opening up with the Shiho here, pulling through with that. the Werner as well as Trix. On the other hand, Snorlax with the Singza and Kanal. Gapsu Layla. Alright. Fire Inosuke? Tasarion? Yeah, he has 10 seconds left. Okay, going for Josephine and the Fire Inosuke instead. Tasarion would have been so good there. And Snorlax will be picking in the Shizuka at the end. So who are you gonna be banning off if you're King Yo? Are you afraid of that Shizuka? You might be. She's gonna be removing the Gapsu, and Fire Inosuke is not gonna see the light of day as well. So attack lead against HP. Oh, Snorlax not even opting for the speed lead. He doesn't want to move. He doesn't want to move in front. So, Shiho here. Can he get the stun? Perfect stun onto the Kanal. However, now Layla will be able to cut in between here, placing tons of debuff onto the Water Werner. So Josephine providing the shield. Oh, this Trix is in... It's in a pickle. Do you send your virus? No, he's gonna hold on to it. And there's gonna be the All Things in Nature. AoE stun coming in right now. Invincibility buff on the other hand. So Snorlax, can he capitalize on this? So one more turn for Here Comes the Ghost. Armor break applied onto the Josephine as well. This is a very good opportunity for Snorlax to kill off something. Just gotta go all in onto the Josephine. Quad Rain to do good damage. Werner getting stun up. And Josephine is potentially dead. Unless the Shiho gets like triple stun. Right, just one. So next turn, Layla does have the skill again. So armor break applied. What can the Shiho do? Do you try to stun up the Layla? Oh, and he actually got it. There's a very big gamble that he did there. Now, Trix will be moving soon. Monkey needs to stun again. Big stun onto the Kanal. So Werner, with the AoE attack, pushing back this Layla a little bit. Virus will be applied this time. And this might be the tide that King Yo needs. The Shiho resisted it. That is huge. Now, 3 more turns for All or Nothing. It's not coming soon. I mean, All Things in Nature. So this monkey didn't stun anything though. Actually, rather unfortunate. Oh, big stun onto the Shiho. Now he's getting silenced up as well. Provoked onto the Trix too. Oh no. Ooh. All the controls in the world from Snorlax out of nowhere. Man, even that provoke crit onto the water unit. The Shiho is dead. All Things in Nature secures. Look at the amount of debuff. Jesus Christ, man. 8 debuffs on the side of King Yo. Oh my. 2-2. Man. Is that match where the Heigang didn't go for the second skill gonna hurt King Yo back? Is it going to backfire? We might actually see a reverse sweep coming in soon, alright? I think King Yo is like tilted a little bit right now. Yeah, that round 3 Heigang misplay. might have actually costed him this series. Okay, here we go. So Snorlax. Wow. That is a very bold opening coming up from him. Opening up with a Ming. That's something we don't see too often. And King Yu is going for units with stuns. The Ming is going to have a field day with this. So Josephine here. 2 units that counters the Water Warner and the Singza. Okay, Chao is nice. But we know Ming 1 armor break onto the Chao. That unit can actually get one-shotted. So going for the Song Zhang Lao too. It's gonna be fitting in the Gapsu and the Wind Chillin Slasher right at the end. Oh my god. I think Snorlax lineup looks really good. He might do a reverse sweep here. If you're King Yo, what are you gonna do? Tsarion first ban. Okay. But who do you even remove? The Chillin Slasher is gonna eat your whole lineup. The Ming and Josephine counters literally almost all of your units. Oh, this is rough. Okay, let's see here. So there's also heals coming out from Gapsu as well. So King Yo, is he able to bring down something in time? You cannot drag this one out. As time goes by, it's not gonna be favoring your end. So Werner going for the strip, gets it onto everybody. Now Tsarion has to land the AoE up. That's to land the armor break, and he got the violent proc. So Chao might actually solo this now. Big damage done onto the Ming. Armor break applied with the additional turn. Huge damage onto the Ming. Wow, thankfully the Fire Inosuke resisted the Oblivion. So there's something working out for Snorlax. The Tsarion getting armor broken this time. Werner needs to try to stun the Gapsu, and he gets it. Starting to work onto the Fire Inosuke. Big heals. Wow, that's a huge stun. Okay, another round of Justice incoming. All in onto the Ming this time. He needs to land this. Can he proc? No proc. So Oblivion's still intact onto the Ming. It's not the end of the world. And Snorlax needs his Ming to survive here. So it has to go for the pushback. Chao needs to kill. Okay. I think King Yo is gonna clinch this one. Because I don't see how Chao dies now. Is there a way for Chao to die? Gapsu does have that burst damage, but... Still a very interesting match here. Gapsu getting counter stun. He's just gonna go all in onto the Fire Inosuke. He has 2 water units to deal against that. So another big stun on it. Oh, the additional turn. Another round of Justice. Gapsu is taking so much damage now with the pushback here as well. Can he survive? No provokes landed. Huge proc from the Gapsu. Chao. Okay. Gapsu dead. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, Snorlax lost his units too early. And it's 3-2. Almost made a reverse sweep, but unfortunately failing short right there. So congratulations. Wow. King Yo. Very, very nice play right there. The Tessarion killing off the Wind Zenitsu at the start. Yeah, that... Even if he didn't get Violent proc, I think the monkey still moved after that, right? So yeah, it is what it is. The Oblivion just a little bit too strong at the start. Didn't need to go through the passive, and once that unit goes down, it's like still 50-50 in the sense where the Miing still had the opportunity to kill off the Chao. But once Miing goes down and Chao survives, yeah, the Gyapsu and the Fire Inosuke does not stand any chance whatsoever, alright? And you still need to deal with the other two units anyways. So, you're just like out of time at that point. Alright, so we're down to our last quarter-final of Group Stage D. And it's gonna be between Bestie, X, and Morp. Okay, we just call them Bestie and Morp. Remove the X's. So Morp going for the Tetsuya this time. Bestie, what is he planning to do? Ereshon, alright. Ereshon today hasn't been performing well though. So we'll see what he can do with it. So Layla and Trix. Oh my god. The Maximilian? I've never really seen Maximilian use the third skill before. It always dies before he gets a turn. But there's an Abilio to cut in between. So maybe he has the opportunity to make that unit survive. And if you're Basti here, I think Tessarion makes quite a lot of sense. There's 4 units on passive coming out from Morp. Oh my god, Basti got the beautiful combo. The Tessarion and the Shizuka. We'll see what he can do with it. Some more. His turn 1 aggression is looking really strong though. But at the end of the day, there's a Abilio to cut in between for heals. So I think this draft, from theory-wise, it's favoring Basti. However, practical might be different. Okay, we have to take into account violent procs, potential despair stuns, things like that. But on paper, it should be 60% Basti, 40% or more in terms of the draft here. So here we go. Layla goes for the strip. No silence onto the Shizuka. Getting the stun onto the Ereshon as well. So Abilio doesn't really care about this, because he's gonna be proccing the passive real soon. And with this, able to apply the branding. Shizuka is gonna be able to send the all things in nature soon. Layla getting Oblivion up. Okay, look at the amount of debuffs. Wow, the Abilio Violent proc too. Tessarion trying to remove this Killing Slasher. Everything is moving so fast though. Why is it like auto? Okay, continue working on to the Wind Zenitsu. That unit is gonna die towards the god. So Layla here not able to do too much. That's gonna be the stun onto the Tessarion. That's not gonna kill the Abilio just yet, and Soul Protection is in play right now. So big stun onto the Light Tanjiro. Getting the strip onto the Abilio here. So that is big. Abilio might actually drop it. So no more heals for the side of Basti. Another round of stuns with the additional turn. Oh, it's looking really good for Morp right now. He needs to cycle his Tanjiro quicker. So next turn, Shizuka does have the pesky all things in nature. However, getting stun up and sealed. So definitely no violent proc from that unit later on. Tetsuya going twice once again. Big damage done. There's gonna be another round of stun. Wow, the Tetsuya and Layla combo is just a little bit too much for Basti to handle. Now provoke applied. Layla will be able to follow through with this. And the ignore defense is coming in right now. Shizuka definitely dead. 20k damage easily. And once again, Arashon against the wall. Arashon has not been getting any wins today. Wow, Morp's lineup. The amount of stuns coming out from that team, man. 1-0 lead to Morp. Now you can see at the start how many debuffs he actually applied. Like once the Shizuka sent everything back, right, there was like total 7 to 8 debuffs. It's crazy. Yeah, Light Tanjiro in those kind of lineups are really good. Because on one hand, your ignore defense does very well against the Abilio. As we do know, Abilio is a defensive unit, so his HP situation isn't that high. So this time Basti will get first pick. He's gonna be opting for this Fire Inosuke. And Morp will be taking a Gapsu, so some sort of heals with the tricks. Layla will be applied here as well. With the Shizuka. Morp has that Tanjiro option again, so he's gonna go for the Riley and Water Werner. Oh, I like this. Patter and Song Zanlao to finalize the draft coming out from Basti. Oh, like Tanjiro makes a lot of sense though. However, he's opting for the Tetsuya instead. I always like the Riley and the Tanjiro combo. It's really good together. You know, you got attack buff. Your ignore defense does around like 30 to 35,000 instead of 20. So here we go. Oh, huh? Why no leader skill on the side of Basti though? He had two options, right? The Layla or the Shizuka. Either you go for HP lead or defense. It's like, nah, I don't need it. Okay. Then let's see whether units can survive. Alright, Tetsuya here will be able to apply the stun, failing to do so onto the Layla. So Layla getting branded here. And there's gonna be immunity all around on the side of Morp. So Peta here will cut in between, placing the immunity here. Strips will be applied. Tons of debuff landed onto the Werner as well as the Gapsu. So attack debuff will be placed onto the Fire Inosuke as well. No damage whatsoever. Riley does have the fourth skill heal. And there's no stopping that. So what do? You all in the Layla? That is the question. So just placing immunity here for the fun of it, because there's heal block. You're not gonna be healing up from that. So armor break applied, but only one turn. Gapsu. Every poke damage kind of counts here. The only heal is like a little bit from the pattern itself, right? So there's gonna be another round of stuns which he failed to land. Oh, the Tetsuya is not working well. big additional turn. This match is going quickly. He needs to stun. He did not get it. Ooh, very big additional turn. So Pata will be able to apply the immunity again. But Rai with a heal again though. Yeah, this is gonna be rough for Basti, right? He didn't use the Layla's second skill. That's very interesting. So now with the Valiant Ball Scroll, everybody is back to square one on Mob's end. And look at the amount of damage done now from that Werner. Literally around like 30% on each unit. So it's just gonna be starting to work on to the Patter this time. It's down to half HP. Shizuka no skills just yet. As well as this Fire Inosuke. So another round of heals will be applied from this Riley. Can he get the stun? Oh, Patter 1 HP now. So Soul Protection to bring back the Layla. Yeah, it's not looking good for Basti now. Because he doesn't have any damage output. And the Patter goes down too. So here you can even push back the Fire Inosuke, but he tried to stun the Shizuka instead. But that's just not enough. Okay, all things in nature. Can this change the tides? Oh! One-shotting the Riley. Wow. Wait a minute. This Fire Inosuke might actually make a huge comeback. Because now he can just start working onto the Tetsuya. The heals is not that great on the side of Morp. So 3v1, but it's not over. It's a big counter stun onto the Gapsu. He needs to lock down this unit. He did not get it. No stuns. Oh, big stun right there. Okay, I think this one... If he can stun lock the Fire Inosuke, it should be the end of it, alright? So didn't get the branding this time, but doesn't really matter. Defense buff, the second skill does so much damage. There's gonna be more controls here as well. And at 60% power up, yeah, the Inosuke is definitely not gonna be surviving this hit. Yeah, this one secures the kill. Alright, that seals Basti's fate right there. 2-0 lead for Morp. Maybe if you place like a leader skill. Yeah, the extra 33% HP could have been the difference maker, right? I don't know, man. Yeah, you know, you could survive a little bit longer for all your units. And then you can potentially one-shot more with your Inosuke later on at the end. So here we go. Both players does have an LD option. So Morp will be opening up with the tricks over here. Basti will be opting for a Riley. So right off the bat, want some heals. Immunity to be placed. Shiho to get the turn 1 stun. And if you're Morp, what do you do though? Okay, Chillin Slasher. Yeah, you're immune to inability effects. So you cannot get stunned up by the Shiho. Wusa to apply some immunity for the team as well. He's gonna go for the Pontos and Water Werner. Erishon at the end for Morp. Oh wow, that Chao pick is gonna be really scary though. Okay. How are you killing Chao? Well, Chao is gonna be so good here. Because he doesn't really care about invincibility buff, right? Yeah, the Justice goes through that. And on the other hand, you do have Ereshons for the strip, as well as Chilling Slasher for the big damage onto either the Shiho or the Werner. Yeah, Tetsuya is more like a sitting duck right now. Because you cannot even stun the Chao and the Chilling Slasher, right? So 2 units already deterring your second skill. You can only steal some buffs. Okay, Shiho not even opting for the third skill on turn 1. So Wish of Immortality will be placed. Ereshon gets the Despair stun onto the Shiho. And this is going to do good damage, my friend. Bam. Chao moving soon. Pontos can cut in between, but Justice will secure the kill onto that Shiho, that is for sure. Yeah, Shiho can never survive that. And it's already 3v4. As time goes by, this Chao is only gonna get stronger. So now, even with the Dragon's Bombardment, there's gonna be the full strip. Not failing to strip the Tetsuya though. But to no avail. Now big damage with the additional turn. Can he land the armor break? And he gets it onto the Werner. Chao moving next. This normal attack is going to apply so much damage with the additional turn. That's gonna secure the kill onto the Werner as well. 2v4 right off the bat within like 30 seconds. And there's no stopping the Chao now. Oh, look at that crit. Yeah, Chao is gonna cleanse that away, no problem. Oh, that 2-turn sleep though. Yeah, the wind the wind critting the fire because of the skill, right? So much damage done. Now it's just Pontos against 4v1. A lonely Pontos right here, and it seems to me like Morp is gonna progress onwards to the semi-finals of Group Stage D as well. Yeah, Pontos last hit here, and Chao will finish it. 3-0 sweep. I believe this is our first 3-0 of the night, right? So yeah, congratulations to X Morp. Played really well in terms of the drafting. And we did see yesterday quite a lot of like quarterfinal matches 3-0 as well. But today is just 1. Alright, so we have locked in our 4 semi-finalists from Group D. It's gonna be Haji, who's gonna be fighting Runaway Jury later on. And we do have King Yo up against X Mob later on too, alright? So we are going to be releasing the first code, I believe the first code of the night. Yeah. So first code of the night will be this. Okay, make sure to type this in as soon as possible because there's gonna be limited redemptions on it. If it's out of stock, I apologize, alright? So make sure to type this one as soon as possible. It is, you can get in FN, alright, 100 energies with 1 mystical scroll. You can get in FN for 100 energies and 1 mystical scroll. Make sure to collect this one right now. And we're gonna be heading into a short break, everybody. So make sure to don't go anywhere. Type this code in. Alright, see you guys soon.
crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
To crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
To crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
And we are back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have our 4 players right now in the semifinals for the group stage D. It is Haji, Runaway Jury, X-Morp, and Kingyo. Either 2 of these 4 players will be moving onwards to the regional final round of the Grand Esports 2026, which is going to be happening on the 21st of June. So it is all to play for. Who is going to join Blackpink Royd, Hatruka? As we do know, they came out on top in Group A. Jin Yao and Magnum Phoenix locking in their spots as well from Group B. And in yesterday's Group C, we have Black-Hearted and Tears. So it's all to play for a prize pool of $4,500 US when all the players moving onwards to the grand finals of the Grand Esports 2026, they are gonna be fighting out for a chance to compete for this prize pool. Alright, with great outgame and in-game rewards as well, like the Zeratu figurine. So here is the brackets that we have so far. All the matches have been pretty close, apart from the previous match that we had with Morp and Basti. but everything else was like really close, right? A lot of really interesting matches as well, and a little bit questionable skills that they actually chose. Yeah, we did see like King Yo. I think at one point he was tilted a little bit where he held on to his Hey Gang's second skill for no reason. He could have tried to like potentially despair stun the tricks, and then he could have survived on the Annabelle. Things like that, you never know what will happen, right? So if you can even land the glancing, you won't be even taking most of the debuffs coming out from the tricks. But he just opted for the normal attack onto the Karnal instead. And it went south for 2 rounds, but finally managed to pull through right at the end when it matters, alright? So he's still moving onwards to the semifinals, but it was a really close best of 5 right there. It's the only one that went to almost like 5 rounds, right? The rest were like 3-1 victories and 3-0s. So once the next 2 players are ready, we are going to be having Haji up against Runaway Jury. So we did see Haji playing really well. He beat one of the big names, right? Zax, especially in this round where there's no rune gap involved. Very smart player in terms of drafting. So here we go. Runaway Jury will be up against Haji, and Haji is on the right hand side. So here are the decks that they have to make something of in terms of the draft. The 5 picks. What will it be? The first pick goes to Runaway Jury, and he's going to be locking in this Singza. The Wind Monkey King. A very good pick so far in this tournament. So what is Haji going to rebut with? Double fire in the form of Vela and the Fire Inosuke. So if you're Runaway Jury here, what are you going to do? Your options for water is pretty limited. Although there's things like Shizuka. I think Wusa is nice. You can deter, deprovoke. You got immunity, you got heal. But you don't really got good damage from it though. So going for the Tomoe and the trick seems like a wiser choice. Alright, 10 seconds left for Haji over here. Chao Annabelle. Ooh, this Chao. Two really good units which has self-sustain. The Fire Inosuke and the Chao. And you don't really care about the debuffs coming out from Runaway Jury because they can also like self-heal with Chao, self-cleanse too. It's gonna be very hard to place debuffs on the Fire Inosuke as well. So going for the Karnal and the Shizuka right at the end, and Haji is going to be locking in this Tsarion. So tricks will be banned. As well as the Vela. So no immunity on the side of Haji. However, all those units perform really well on their own. We'll see whether there's an opening for this Annabelle to use the AoE armor break though. Because there's a Shizuka in the field. The sword rain right off the bat coming out from the Karnal. No stuns. And now you're in a pickle here. Yeah, you cannot really use the skill yet. And Annabelle resisted the suppression. So there's gonna be the AoE armor break to be applied right now. I think you just gotta send it, right? Okay, slow debuff landed onto everyone here. And there's gonna be the opportunity for Haji to remove the Shizuka if that child gets a big crit. Or do you go for the fire units? Because it's gonna be tough for the Tsarion or even the Fire Inosuke to crit the water unit. But look at the amount of damage done. So Yin Yang Bounded Circle needs to stun this Tsarion. He's not opting for it. A normal attack instead. So Shizuka actually went down? Well, this game is over. As simple as that. Yeah, I didn't expect the Shizuka to be that squishy. Yeah, Tesorian now with the triple crush, able to land the Oblivion onto the Singza as well. And Tomoe now with the 2 turns provoke. She can't shake off from that. Big damage done onto the Singza. There's gonna be the full heal applied from the Annabelle as well. Chow. I believe he does not have the Justice yet. Oh, he does. So definitely another one-shot incoming onto the Tomoe's face. Another round of Oblivion intact onto the Singza as well. And it's not looking good for Runaway Jury. So every poke damage counts right now. What can you do if you're Runaway Jury? Yeah, you don't have any answers towards the Chow anymore. And there's still so many other things to deal with. Wow. A really good draft once again coming out from Haji. So 1-0 lead for Haji right now. Very good drafting. He understands the situation every single time, right? Wow. Very, very smart player. I like it. I like all these drafts. So nice to see, you know? It's how you actually counter pick. It's really important. And then you can utilize that one in normal RTA as well. So here we go. This time Haji has pretty good options. There's no Chow gaming today. Oh wait, no, he has the option for Chow again. Do we see him picking it in later on? So he's gonna open up with a Riley. So Riley opening is actually quite tough. It's like, yeah, do you commit to things like tricks? Tetsuya is okay. So going for Tetsuya and Josephine. I think Josephine is a little bit too early here. So now Haji can just go with the Chow and the Fire Inosuke, right? I mean, you don't have damage yet. Those 2 units can never kill off your 2 passive users. Okay, there we go. Opening with the Chow and the Wusa. So immunity placed. It's gonna be so much heals for Haji's end. Although there's a possibility for this Wusa to get a 2-turn sleep, and Josephine can get the shield. So Singza and Annabelle here will be applied on the side of Runaway Jury, and Haji, what is he going to do to finalize his draft? The Werner and Tesarion. Wow. Okay. Locking in the Wind Chillin Slasher. So I think honestly it's just like a force ban on that unit. On one hand, yeah, Chow is also force ban, but he's banning off the Annabelle instead. Oh. Runaway Jury might have a really good chance to kill off the Chow early on here, but we'll see. He needs to resist. Gotta resist some of the strips. So Tetsuya will be moving first, getting the stun onto the Tesarion. Now, placing the speed buff. Armor break applied. And the Chow will be cutting next. So no harm, no foul. Everybody back to like full health. Starting to work a little bit onto the Tetsuya here. Monkey will be able to apply the armor break, and Riley will be able to fully cleanse everyone up with the Valiant Boar Soul, the 3rd skill. Now, Oblivion. Who do you apply it on? The Tetsuya. Gets the additional turn as well. So you can even Oblivion up the Monkey So there's no possibility of a counter stun right now. But this Chow might be dead. Can she actually survive this? 22,000. It gets the additional turn. Chow goes down. Maybe, just maybe, oblivioning up. The Chilling Slasher was the wiser choice. But it's not over yet because for Runaway Juries, his lineup does not consist of any heals. So one proc is all it takes for Haji. He has to stun or resistance this time. Okay, the Saurian is still surviving here. Gets another additional turn on the Wind Chilling Slasher. The big armor break applied. Oh, that's not looking too hot for Haji this time. Yeah, Riley has to heal up. Oh, this proc is huge. It's able to remove the armor break. So Tetsuya in a way is gonna like die towards the dot, but it needs like 2 turns. Monkey gets the stun onto the fire unit, even landing the armor break. Oh boy. 2 turns on 2 units. And the Chilling Slasher might be able to like potentially kill off this Thesaurus now. 3 units, 3 procs. Oh, that is rough. So what is this monkey going to do? He gets the stun onto the Riley this time. Tetsuya, what? You can skill 2. Yep, gets the stun onto Water as well. So Thesaurus finally getting a violent proc. No Oblivion landed onto the Singza. So very unfortunate. Thesaurus should go down here. Yeah, I think he cannot survive this. So it's 3v2. It's not really over yet though. We do know as time goes by, this Werner is going to do a lot of damage. Because it's gonna be permanently on defense buff. And Wind Chilling Slasher at the end of the day is gonna be pretty squishy later on as well. So I think here you gotta send it. Yeah, you just use your second skill. Whether he can survive here, I'm not sure. Chilling Slasher is pretty low on health now, but there's still the passive to work on. Do you go for the kill onto Riley? He's trying to work onto the Werner every single time. Big stun, but there's gonna be heals. 2v2. I think this Riley is gonna be really good. I think you gotta gamble with the second skill. Yep. Big armor break applied. Josephine, no strip. Well, I think Werner is dead, right? Yeah, there we go. The speed buff, the damage output, so good. And now, how are you gonna deal against this Chilling Slasher, right? The armor break is applied. Potential stun. Yeah, you don't even need the stun because with the speed buff, you're gonna be outspeeding your opponent. So, Runaway Jury taking this 1-1. A very close match though. I still felt like the Saran should have aimed the Wind Zenitsu first. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, the damage output from Singza is not, like, really great. It's pretty mediocre to say the least. So, even if that unit is alive, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit annoying trying to stun you here and there. But, yeah, your winner wouldn't have died that easily, right? So, yeah. As time goes by, you let that Wind Zenitsu still alive in the field. It's gonna be rough. You can see the amount of damage he did. Actually insane. So this time, Runaway Jury will get first pick. He's gonna be locking in the Chiwu. It's a very early Chiwu. So if you're Haji, what are you gonna go for? Do you try to outspeed with a Shiho? Going for double immunity instead. Okay, Heigang makes a lot of sense here. You do need some good burst damage though. Oh, wow, the Heigang and Wind Robo. Alright. I think here Haji, I think no brainer. It's just gotta go for things like Vert. Yeah, Vert is a really good counter towards the Wind Robo. Yeah, you can cut in between, triple revenge. Can even place Josephine, Diana, all these kind of things. And what will Runaway Jury do? You need some good damage. Good damage output. For example, I think Chow here is a very nice pick. Chow literally counters the full lineup from Haji at the moment. Going for the Annabelle instead. So tons of AoEs coming out from Jury's end. But they are kind of lacking damage from the looks of things. So I'm not sure. I feel like Haji might have this one. Now just bring in a HP leader. Things like Kana. You know, Kana is always good. You can even bring in a Shizuka just for funsies. Okay, Diana makes a lot of sense too. If you're like planning to ban off the Tsarion. So we see what the bans are over here, and we should be able to hit into the third round of this best of 5 between Haji and Runaway Jury. Who are the bans going to be? The Vela and the Tsarion. Alright then. According to my calculation, theory-wise, Haji's lineup 99.9% always wins against these kind of drafts. Because on one hand, Runaway Jury, he's all in on turn 1 damage output, and he doesn't really have good damage at the end of the day. It's like Chiwu, the Wind Robo, doesn't do that much. Wind Robo, if you stun, Josephine's gonna cut in between. You get Despair stun, you do AoE. There's gonna be Vert to counter as well. Unless this happens where the Vert doesn't do anything. Oh my god. So Diana here is just gonna go for the transformation, working onto the Wind Robo, potentially. Can the Heigang get a stun? No stun onto the Diana, unfortunately. So, Wish of Immortality will be placed if he chooses to do it. However, going for the Mountain Power, trying to heal up a little bit more. Diana will be able to transform back, cleansing the Triton's armor break already. No stun, but there's gonna be the Giant's Punch coming in. So boom, 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 boom. Josephine will cut. And even getting the counter as well. Yeah, this is rough. So when you pick a Heigang here, yeah, Chiwu Heigang no damage at all. Yeah, I guess you can strip now. Yeah, you need to place like glancing, I guess. But you already get counter stun right off the bat. I think you gotta send it. So once Diana gets another move, this Robo is potentially dead. And how are you killing off that Diana when it's just 2 water units and a Chiwu? It's tough. So Diana here will be able to go for the transformation into the inevitable wound. Definitely securing the kill. And game is over. Saw this coming from a mile away. Like I said, 99.9%. Even maybe higher than that, you know. I've never really seen this kind of team like winning Vert and Josephine. Honestly, those two units are already sufficient to deter the whole lineup from Runaway Jury's end. Now he can just go into town onto the A-Gang since the Annabelle is like stun up. Chiwu here needs to get a 2-turn sleep. Have to have something working for him. Double glancing with the glancing debuff. Interesting. However, now with the heal, everybody is back to full. She gets the additional turn as well. Diana is moving next. This Chiwu does have the second skill. How much damage is he going to do? 15-20% of the Diana? Ah, that's not enough. So now, with the inevitable wound onto the Annabelle. Can the Diana get a stun? No stun, so Ghost Prayer will come in. A little bit of heals to sustain the team. But it's just prolonging the inevitable, right? Plus with this buff, immunity is placed. Annabelle does not have the AoE armor break just yet. Diana is gonna finish off the Annabelle right here. Yep. The dots secures the kill onto that unit. And it's just Chiwu and Heigang left all alone in this field. Yeah, you can send the stun, but with this proc as well, wow. Josephine not even giving a chance. Okay, Chiwu will be down to last hit too. I think here Diana, you can just go pew pew on the Chiwu. This got glancing anyways. Diana did her job already anyways. So yeah, 2-1 to Haji. This one, the drafting was a little bit sketchy for Runaway Jury. He went for the Chiwu very early pick. And then, from the looks of his box, right, I didn't really see like really good AoE units. It's just like poke damage kind of thing. He went for Heigang. The Wind Robo does not do much, alright? For some reason, I don't know why the Wind Robo in the Challenge Arena Battle Mode, the damage output is pretty low. We've seen a lot of players trying to use it in previous groups as well. Didn't really cut it. If you want to go for those kind of things, you kind of need like an option for like Song Zhang Lao, Trix, Layla, you know? Go for those kind of routes. Chiwu, Heigang, and the Wind Robo opening, not really that strong. So on to the next match here. Haji is one game away, one win away from moving onwards to the finals of Group D and locking in his slot in the regional final round, happening on the 21st of June. Can he do it? Or will Runaway Jury make a comeback? We'll see. So it's gonna be the Singza, Josephine, Heigang, and the Layla. Haji, 2 fire units. Okay, the Vela and the Fire Inosuke, very nice picks. What else do you go for? Chao again. Chao and a Leo. Something that we don't see too often. I think this is the first Leo game out of the 4 groups. I don't think I've seen a Leo picked up. So it could be interesting. Is it a forced ban? I highly doubt so, right? Because the Singzer is going to benefit a lot from the Leo slowing things down. He's gonna be cycling the skills really quickly. So yeah, we'll see whether he has enough juice to bring down the Fire Inosuke. Because he banned off the Chow instead. So Leo here will be able to apply some dot damage. Yeah, once again, there's no heals from Runaway Jury's end. So this might be a ticking time bomb, whether he has enough time to bring something down before his units dies, right? So big debuffs, but Bellagio will be able to apply the Sanctuary, Venom Bossel to square things down again. Razor Cut provokes landed onto 2. He's just gonna go all in onto the Singzer, right? So there's already 10% health gone later on when the Singzer moves. With the 2 dots. So Trix gets the additional turn. Riley does not have any cleanse yet. She just healed up earlier. So Monkey, big stun onto the Fire Inosuke. Another round of dots applied. With this punishment, I think it secures the kill onto the Monkey already. And how are you dealing against that Fire Inosuke later on? So Josephine not opting for the provoke just yet. Trix does have the virus to strip, but to no avail. Riley does have the heal again. Now if you're Haji, who are you gonna work on? Sanctuary for the full cleanse. Heigang needs to strip. Can you provoke? No provoke landed, unfortunately, onto the Fire Inosuke. So he's gonna work onto the Trix now. So another additional turn. Leo's gonna place more stickers right here. Yeah, he's never gonna go for Torrent anyways. The 5% damage extra is huge. So attack buff applied. Immunity all around again. Oh, this is rough. Okay, another round of shields for Runaway Jury. So Leo with immunity here, I think you just send the Torrent, right? Attack buff Torrent. Okay, normal attack instead. However, now Armor Break is applied onto the Trix. This might be detrimental for Runaway Jury. I don't think he's able to like survive this really long. Especially when attack power is increased up to 30% now. He needs to proc out of this Armor Break. Oh, he gets it. Okay, Leo. More stickers to come. But then, yeah, there's no finishing touch for Runaway Jury, right? Although we are seeing progress onto the Fire Inosuke now, it's below 50% health. But Josephine with another sticker is gonna go down here as well. Punishment to heal. And Armor Break is applied. Sanctuary to cleanse. Wow. I think Haji definitely has this one in the bag, right? Yeah, it's already back to full health. Now he's just gonna secure the kill onto the Josephine just in case she gets the shield again when the Fire Inosuke is stunned. So big crit, and it's Heigang against the wall right here. 3-1 victory for Haji. And congratulations to him, he played superb today. He's gonna be moving onwards to the regional final round of the Grand Esports 2026 happening on the 21st of June. So we have locked in one of our finalists today. We do have another semi-final match to come as well as a show match, the final match between the two winners later on, right? So, the other semi-final match would be King Yo up against X Morp. We did see X Morp playing spectacularly earlier, a 3-0 sweep. Will it be the same against King Yo? King Yo is also one of those players earlier we've seen drafting really well. So I think it should be a really close match. And the winner in that semi-final will be also joining, alright? Will be joining Haji in the regional finals of the Grand Esports 2026. So from Group A, we have, I believe, Blackpink Roy and Hachuka, right? For Group B, the players locked in that slot are Jinyao and Magnum Phoenix. Group C, we have Black-Hearted and Tears. So it's still all to play for here. So Morp on the left-hand corner up against King Yo. Okay, so both players does have the very good LD options. We'll see whether they'll utilize them later on in the draft. So Morp is gonna be opening up with the Tetsuya. What will King Yo do? Raidi and the Fire Inosuke. Wow, Morp. Very aggressive with the Shiho and the big. I think Chao here is so good. I remember earlier there was like the big pick, right? And the Chao just Justice and a proc into a normal attack and that unit died. So that could be something that is worked out for King Yo. Morp is gonna go for another speed leader. Actually, two more in the form of Pontos and the Singza. Although Pontos, I guess you're banning off the Chao, right? Because Chao damage goes through the invincibility buff. So King Yo probably has to go for something like a Layla. I think Layla is also nice here. He's gonna be locking that in. Layla. Ban Tetsuya, pray G that your Layla goes through, right? I think that's the only play for King Yo right now. Now Tetsuya is gonna be like super annoying. Oh, he actually bans off the Pontos instead. Very interesting. Okay, so there's no LD picks in the field now. Apart from the Light the Big. The Alter Ego attack, getting the stun onto the Layla, and there's gonna be the Eagle to lock down this Raidi as well. Big damage output from the Light the Big. Armor break applied onto the Layla. He needs to land this provoke. Didn't get it onto the Big. So Layla is dead. Right off the bat. Wow, all the stuns from Morps, and yeah, Layla will never survive that. And now, Riley getting control once again. Needs to steal some attack bar here, gets the additional turn. So more damage output onto the Fire Inosuke. And Shiho will be able to follow through with the Alter Ego attack. Getting the stun on the last hit. Three debuffs. Yeah, you gotta go for the third skill. Oh, this is going to pack a punch. So Shiho here, just a normal attack. Yeah, still hiding under the invincibility. The Chao has no choice but to aim the Tetsuya the whole time. So this will finally bring down the Fire Inosuke. And it's gonna be a timer, right? Can this Chao kill the Big in time? That is the question. He has to work onto the Shiho first though. The Alter Ego attack, stealing the attack buff away, and this is going to secure the kill. Kingyo is not gonna be winning this one. Mob taking it 1-0. Yeah, Riley against the world there. And wow, the big... you couldn't even touch him yet. You had to deal with the Tetsuya first. Go for the Shiho. By the time you kill off those 2 units, your whole team is already dead. Yeah, there's no stopping the big every single time he moves. He gains just too much attack bar every time. So Kingyo this time will be opening up with the Singza. Layla and Tetsuya to follow through. Then here, wait, let me see his box real quick. Tricks Heigang, or maybe like a... yeah, Tricks +1. Shiho makes sense. You can outspeed your opponent. And what would Mob do here? Do you pivot into a Josephine? You know, Josephine Chow is also still quite nice. Quite nice over here. Or Josephine Annabelle. 2 water units. We're going for the Karnal and Wusa instead. So Mort, not really a fan of Chow picks. He's not gonna be picking it in this context, I think. So Kingyo, 5 seconds left. Going for the Chiwu and Light Tanjiro. Okay, very aggressive. Locking in another speed lead. As well as very good utility from that Light Tanjiro, providing good damage output as well. With the branding and ignore defense. So if you're Mob, what are you going to pick over here? Something like a Shizuka, Chao. Okay, Chao. I think Shizuka would have been really nice as well, you know? Because you can get the 2 turns invincibility buff. So bans will be onto the Light Tanjiro Chao Force ban. And here we go. Round 2 of this semi-final best of 5 between Kingyo and Morp. So Shiho will start first. Who do you apply the stun on? Goes for the Tetsuya. So sleeve attack to strip. Do you go for it? He does. So however, additional turn from the Tetsuya to cut in between. Resistance from the tricks. Now Wusa is just gonna be placing this. Gets the additional turn again. So 2 procs on Morp's end. And tricks will be able to go for the full strip. Armor break applied onto the Layla. So Monkey is able to do pretty good damage here. Look at that. The Layla with the glancing, wow, still landed a lot of debuffs though. And SWAT Rain to follow through. Shiho needs to go big here with some stuns. He gets it onto 2. So Layla next turn does have the... Here comes the ghost again. The second skill is coming. And you can't stop that from happening. So, wow. All those debuffs on the side of Kingyo is not looking great for him. So the Shiho is silenced up. 2 units already stun up as well. Wusa. If this lands a 2-turn sleep, game is over. Okay, thankfully it did not happen. So Shiho needs to get some stun with a normal attack. Alright, something working for him. However, with all the slow debuffs, it means that the Layla is gonna be cutting in front of all these units. And she has the skill again. Look at the cycle from this Layla. Another round of seal. So Shiho, is he able to apply the alter ego attack? The virus to finish off the Layla this time. Shiwu is going to move here, however getting stun up. Now Shiho will be able to apply the alter ego attack. Do you go for the kill onto the Kanal? Or try to stun the Wusa? Actually removing the Tetsuya instead, alright? Playing it safe. Do not want the unit to keep moving. 2-turn sleep locks down this Kanal. Oh, that is huge. So this Kanal might be in trouble now. But it's not over yet. Okay, one Sword Rain changes the entirety of this game. The Kanal needs to proc after the Shiho is off wheel. That's the only way to win, I think. Because there's no skills from the Wusa now. Oh boy, this is gonna be close. No proc from the Kanal, unfortunately. Yeah, he needed to proc right there and then. Unless he sleep now. Oh, didn't get the sleep. Oh. There goes the opening. Yeah, now the door is shut, closed, and King Yo should have this one in the bag. Wow. That was an opportunity, you know. Oh man, who have loved to see the Kanal fucking out from that stun. Because I believe he had the Sword Rain up, if I'm not mistaken. So everybody on the side of King Yo was already like below 50% health. If you land the slow debuff, the stun, after that you can follow through with all the poke damage. I think everything just dies, right? Because the Shiho was also 1 HP. The Sword Rain definitely kills off that unit. So it's 1-1. And this time, Mob will be getting the first pick. It's a very interesting Heigang first pick. So King Yo is going to open up with the Tetsuya and the Shiho. Layla to follow through on the side of Morp. He's going for the light Tanjiro as well. So I think King Yo here, he can go for a Gapsu and the big. We've seen Gapsu the big combo pretty strong, right? He's going for the big and Fire Inosuke instead. So Ming will be placed over here. And maybe like a healer? Some potential heals. Tasarion also a very strong pick. Because there's no immunity on the side of King Yo. So what is your last pick here? Is it a Wusa? Is it a Gapsu? Okay, it's gonna be the Wusa. And the bands needs to be on point. It's gonna be the Layla removed as well as the Wusa. Alright, so Heigang is gonna be good here on turn 1, where the Shiho can't really do too much. Yeah, you cannot stun up the enemy, they're gonna cleanse from it. But you can affect their turn order right now. So I guess you go for the stun on Tasarion. Did not even get it though. Just gonna go all in onto that unit. So the big doing some poke damage here. Fire Inosuke. Can only normal attack. Gets the additional turn. So Heigang will be able to apply the stun. Actually stunning off that the big. So Tasarion no proc. So there's gonna be the provoke and branding applied from this light Tanjiro. Ming here, do you go for the heal though? He actually does. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. So Ignore defense is coming. Working a little bit onto the Tetsuya right now. I think it's just gonna be dropping here. Shiho, do you stun? With the glancing though, you're not gonna be applying this, right? Or you're gonna heal up the team more? Shiho's dead. Oh, this is Ming against the wall. Oblivion did not land. So Kingyo still got the opportunity to bring down this Tasarion. Okay, that seals the fate of that unit. Oblivion onto the Debake. Means the passive is nullified. Wow, this Tasarion pick so good. Yeah, Ming will kill everything here. And it's 2-1. Leading for more. Yeah, I just couldn't bring down the Tasarion in time, and then the counter Oblivion onto the Debake. A little bit unlucky, but it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it was 2v4. The Shiho shouldn't have went for the second skill. But yeah, you still needed to like try to control them a little bit. With the Ming over there, yeah, there's tons of heals left and right. Too many calm minds. Too many calm minds to deal with. So, Morp is 1 game away, 1 win away from locking his spot into the regional final rounds as well. So he's gonna be going for the Gapsu and Tasarion this time. Some sort of turn 2 bruiser. Kingyo going for a lot of immunity when he saw a Tasarion as well. Okay, that's very interesting. Alright, Kingyo is going all in. Layla and Trix right at the end. So what will Morp do here? Oh, this Chow. Oh my god, you need to ban the Tasarion? Oh no. I don't know, I feel like I have a very bad feeling about Kingyo in this draft. How are you killing off the Tasarion though? There's 10,000 heals. Oblivion kind of screws up your entire lineup. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Tasarion here will get stunned up. But it doesn't really matter because the Gapsu or the Riley is gonna be moving. Okay. So putting the branding onto the Tetsuya as well, and there's gonna be the full heal. Yeah, Riley kinda like hard counters tricks most of the time. Because yeah, you can do like quarter of their HP every time you move. But once Riley gets turned, everybody's back to full health again. So he needs to work onto the Riley first, I guess. So Leo didn't get the crit onto the Tetsuya this time. He's gonna be stealing the attack buff away. And another round of stun onto the Tasarion. Next up, Gapsu and Riley moving again. So that is going to neutralize things. Yep, there we go. Everybody back to full life. And with the immunity placed right now. Werner, does Werner have the second skill? I think it's on cooldown. Yeah, Oblivion now, you can't even steal attack. You can't even steal the buffs. So Tasarion gets the Oblivion onto the Tetsuya. Another round of heals, and Gapsu will be able to finish this unit soon. Yeah, the monkey is shifting the focus right now onto the Gapsu. I think it's a little bit too late. Now, Tasarion still with the attack buff. Oblivion applied onto the monkey. big... Oh, never mind. Big stun onto the righty, but Gapsu too good in this context. Yeah, just gonna apply the pressure onto the Singza. Riley does have the third skill again. I mean the fourth skill if she chooses to do it. Oh, you got Oblivion up instead. Oh no. That's not gonna help King Yo's cause. So Riley, with the third skill cleanse, removing the armor break and everybody back to full life. It's looking really good for Mob this time. So Singza goes down, 4v2. Oh no. With the additional turn, the Trix is in trouble. Counter Oblivion again. Yeah, Mob, when he saw his lineup, right? Yeah, I think he already expected to like just pick in this 5 units. The Gapsu Tasarian opening, and then he already figured out like what he wants to do. Riley Chow is also a very scary combination. So your opponent also needs to ban either one of those. And yeah, it's GG. Mob will be our other finalist, and he's gonna be locking in his slot for the regional final round of the Grand Esports 2026. It is going to be happening on the 21st of June, alright? So now we have our top 2 players locked in from Group D. And they'll be joining players like Black Pingroid, Hachuka, Jinyao, Magnum Phoenix, and also Blackhearted, as well as Tears. So congratulations to Haji and Morp. We are gonna hit into a short break, I believe. And after that, we'll be having the final match, the final best of 5 of Group D of the regional qualification for the Grand Esports 2026 for the English-speaking countries in Southeast Asia. And we are also gonna be having the coupon code at the end, alright? So, don't go anywhere.
To crown you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my god! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
you the first ever, the winner of the 2017 Summoners War World Arena Champion!
This might change the game.
Oh my God! The ball lands.
And he will finally go down. The Okeanos will take this game.
Gets the defense.
Oh, here comes the Dragon's Dance.
And we are back from the final break for today. We have two of the players locked in from Group D already. And it's gonna be Morp and I believe Haji, right? So here is the bracket. These two players will be progressing onwards to the regional final round happening on the 21st of June for the Grand Esports 2026. And they'll be joining the likes of Blackpink Royd, Hachuka, Jinyao, Magnum Phoenix, Blackhearted, and Tears as well. So we are going to be having a final match here, a best of 5 between these two players to have the bragging rights, honestly, to top off the group stage phase itself, alright? So once these two players are ready, we should be able to hop into it shortly. And we're going to be having one more coupon code at the end of the night, alright? So make sure to stay tuned for that one. And also, after the regional final rounds, the top two players then will be heading to the offline grand finals of the Grand Esports 2026 held in Hanoi, Vietnam. And it's gonna be happening on the 11th of July. So mark down your calendars. It's gonna be a really fun-filled tournament, this one. And here we go. Morp against Haji. First pick. Oh, he's going very aggressive with this Chiwu. So can Haji actually capitalize on this? You see a Chiwu pick. What should you do? Vert Hagang. Vert Josephine. Tetsuya +1. There's a lot of options for him to choose. Okay, he's going for the Vert and Annabelle. So Morp opting for the Layla and the Shiho this time. And I think it's a no-brainer. Definitely gonna be seeing Josephine somewhere in between. Because there's gonna be Shiho for the stun, right? Oh, okay, that's different. So we're seeing a Valadrol and a Diana. So Morp will be going for a Chao instead. Alright, so Chao means that he's banning off the Diana. Yeah, definitely Diana ban right here. I think Haji can even go for a Werner as well. Yeah, because I think Werner does a little bit better against Inosuke. However, he's banning off the Layla instead. Alright. So Dinah is also let through. This is gonna be very interesting. I still feel like this Chiwu is out of place a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like, on turn 1 you can get glancing, but that's about it, right? Okay, Annabelle even resisting the stun coming out from the Shiho. Full strip, Dinah will be able to apply the shield if he chooses to do it. Going for the transformation, all in play. So gets the additional turn to cut. Transform back into the pony form. Can he stun? Gets the stun onto the Shiho. So Razor Cut. Provokes landed on the tree, but Annabelle with the full cleanse coming in real soon. So starting to work a little bit onto the Vert. Gets at least one counter, so that's 20%. Vert and Dinah is gonna be so good. They're gonna be cycling their skills so quickly, right? So I think here you can even just go all in onto the Chow. But he's trying to remove the Shiho instead. So Shiho definitely dies here towards the dot. And Annabelle is moving next. The AoE armor break is coming. And can you even stop this Chow? I don't think so, right? The Dinah is moving next. It's looking really good for Haji this time. Yeah, with this boost. Dinah with the inevitable rune. There's no way this Chow survives, right? One shot? Oh, there we go. And GG, as simple as that. Haji taking this win very clean. And also, very questionable bans though. I felt like it was a very clear-cut ban onto the Dinah when you're picking in Chow at the end, right? But I guess he was thinking like his Chow is a force ban material. But at the end of the day, when you're opening up with Chiwu and then you pivot into those two units at the end, it's not really that great. The Chiwu doesn't provide much. And the Shiho as well. So here we go. Round 2 of this best of 5. Very nice LDs on both ends. We'll see how they'll play it. So Haji will be opening up with... Do we see a Kovarchi? Actually, wait. A lot of better options though for him. Okay, he's playing a little bit safe with that Vela. So Tetsuya will be picked up here. And I'm assuming Haji is just gonna be rebutting it with a Josephine. Plus Josephine also guarantees crit against the big. It's not bad. Can potentially stun. So taking his time, thinking it through. 0 seconds left. Oh my god. Did he really want that Chiwu? Seems a little bit out of place though. I mean, yeah, he had time. It's not 15 seconds for this countdown. So he actually took that Chiwu there. What is he cooking up in his noodle? In his noodles up there? Is it gonna be another Dinah gameplay? But there's a Tetsuya in the field. A Maximilian and a Win Zenitsu. Alright. So more... Ignore defense. It's kinda okay. You can even place a Riley for heals. You know, you got attack buff for your 2 damage dealers to provide more DPS. And it's gonna be the Light Tanjiro. If you ban Chibu, how are you going to utilize your Maximilian, right? Okay, interesting. So I think Haji here has to force ban Wusa. However, he's gonna remove the Tetsuya instead. Huh. Oh man. I think this one's for mob. It's for mobs to lose, right? What is the Maximilian gonna do? I have no clue. Unless you just boost up the maxi here or what, and then go for armor break. Can you land the armor break here on turn 1? He's going for the speed buff. Okay, very interesting choice. Oh, punishment actually landed. Landed armor break onto the water unit. Oh, Maximilian, big damage done. Yeah, you see if the Rin Zenitsu actually went for normal attack, the Chao is dead. Would have survived that. So Maximilian definitely goes down here, and what are you gonna do with the 3 units on the side of Haji? There's only immunity that you can place. There's Ignore defense, gets the additional turn, popping the passive soon. The healing department on Haji's side also not that great. So he's just gonna boost up here, go for a potential kill. So that should do it. You need to go for the Tanjiro, I think. Ah, but the unit dead. Yeah, you can Sanctuary up, but I think Wusa will be able to finish off the Wind Chillin, right? Yeah, this heal should do it, and this one should be 1-1. Yeah, there's no way. No way a Bella and Kovachi kills off the Tanjiro. I'm not even talking about the the big, because Tanjiro does have like passive. I mean, like when it's on cooldown, the skill he can heal up a little bit. So just going for the Ignore defense. He's gonna be gaining a lot of attack bar here. Like the big. Okay, big damage done. This one should be able to bring down that Bella. Yep, 1005 per hit is enough. And GG. 1-1. I think that draft was a little bit bad coming out from Haji, right? The Chiwu was just out of place. And then when you go double immunity and the Chiwu contradicts each other. Because on one hand, you want to play turn 2, you want to hide under your immunity. You don't have good follow-ups with those 2 units, right? And then Chiwu with turn 1 potential. Very weird. He had so many other options though. Like the Layla, the tricks, but he didn't opt for it. Okay, here we go. Round 3 of this best of 5. So Annabelle and the Vela this time. More going for the Layla. As well as the Chao. Chao has been hot picked every single match, right? Yo. Very good win rate too. I think the first 2 days of the group stage, like group A and B, we didn't really see that many Chao. Yesterday we did see it a little bit more. And then, of course, that combination with the Diana. The triple support with Diana, Heigang kind of thing. Today has been like the Chao showcase, right? This unit has been working so well. Okay, so Morp is going to be locking in the Riley at the end. Haji bringing in the Tessarion. Okay, 4 passive units. You go for Tessarion means you ban the Layla. Okay, here we go, round 3 of this best of 5. So, who are you stunning? Resistance on the Veladro. That was what happened every single time in Group A. The Tessia failing to get the stun every single time. Now Diana will be able to survive here. What do you do if you're Annabelle? Going for the heal. Do you send it? Not really. Because Tetsuya got the violent proc, right? So there's gonna be another round of stuns, I believe. Diana here can't really do too much, but just gonna go for the transformation. Oh, this is gonna be quite scary. But you can only choose to stun one unit though. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, that Diana is a lucky pony. Oh, what a greedy play. Oh, that actually lucked him out. You know, that violent proc is huge to transform back into this form. If not, that pony would have been dead. So now getting armor broken as well. Attack buff Chao. Chao is confirmed critting. I knew it. Saw that a mile away. So far today, all the elemental disadvantage stun crits has been working really well. Oof, that's sleep though. So Villaggio here will be able to apply the Sanctuary. Okay, Werner, do you have the second skill? Not yet. The damage output is not really good now. Okay, Annabelle needs to proc a couple more times. Oh, she gets it. Honestly, no point using the third skill, right? I think just normal attack should do it. One more punishment onto the Tetsuya's face, and then the Werner should be able to bring down that unit, and it's 3v3. So can even strip the Chao. Oh my god, the Chao almost died. Oh, the Justice coming. Annabelle goes down. Wow, that was a lot of back and forth, honestly. I feel bad a little bit for Haji though. That Chao should have done that, you know? Annabelle had the heal up as well. Wow. However, it's not over yet. If the Vela lands an armor break onto a Chao. Okay, he's playing it safe. So, you can see the damage output under the Riley is also pretty decent. But yeah, with the Valiant Boss Soul, everybody is back to full health. You're just on the timer now. You can't really sustain your Werner. Attack buff Chao is coming again. No stopping him. This one should be in the bag for Morp. Once that Werner goes down, game is over. So he needs the proc. Did not get it. Okay. So Monkey, don't even need the Justice onto the Werner this time. Villaggio does not have any heals just yet, and it's 2-1. 2-1 lead for Morp. Man, Chao has been a menace today. Nobody has like really good answers against it. As time goes by, you remove like the full counter towards it. So far, we've seen maybe like Dinah killing it off once or twice, and then also the Chillin Slasher, right? Yeah, those two are like the only two units that can counter the Chao pretty hard, but also not really secured win, depending on the other three units. So Haji will be opening up with the Riley this time. Following through with that, Tetsuya and Shiho on the other end. Wusa and a Chao. Seems like every game, whoever has Chao, definitely bring it in. Okay, Mob's lineup is looking really scary though. Yeah, Mob's lineup looking really scary here. And he's gonna be finalizing his draft with the Singza and Fire Inosuke. Okay, who are the bands gonna be this time? It's gonna be a close one though. I mean, on one hand, more... Yeah, like Tanjiro is okay. It's an okay band. So you got strips to deal against the Wusa. I feel like Morp might take this one down. If that Wind Zenitsu can kill the Chao in time. It's looking better in terms of the draft. So Wusa, full resistance. That is going to work really well for Haji. Able to place this down. However, Wind Zenitsu can't really do too much here. Just opting for a normal attack, getting an additional turn as well. So Trix will be able to follow through with this. Has to land it. Okay, he got the strip onto all of the immunity. Can he provoke? He has to land the provoke. Super important. And he gets it onto the Wind Zenitsu. Now, he can go into town onto this Tetsuya. So you can stun here, no problem. Chao is going to wake up from that soon. Oh, the armor break. Wow. I mean, the Fire Inosuke might go down here, you know? Because of the alter ego attack, armor break. This is going to do so much damage. I'm amazed that Chilin Slasher landed the armor break there. Amazing. Oh my, all the elemental disadvantage landing their skills. Big damage done. Chao needs to bring down this unit. Oof, all the debuffs. Just by the assistance of that Trix. Look at their HP going down. Monkey is dead. And now he can start working onto the Wusa as well. There's no stopping this Chilin Slasher, right? So he's still gonna continue on to the Shiho. Shiho next turn does have the alter ego attack. He's gonna finish off that Wusa. 3v1 Morp. Looking real hot in this one. Gets the additional turn and Chao is gonna go down here. 3-1 victory going to Morp. Morp is going to be topping off the group stage D. So congratulations to him. I think honestly all the players today played superbly. But yeah, kudos to these two players, alright? We do have Morp and also Haji moving onwards, like I said, to the regional final round already. This one is more like a show match kind of thing. I mean, at the end of the day, for the group stages, the top two will be getting 500 crystals for their efforts, alright? So, this is the final Group D, done and dusted. We have the 8 players locked in for the regional final round, and I can't wait. Yeah, make sure to mark down your calendars, alright? The regional finals of the Grand Esports 2026 for our region will be happening on the 21st of June. And then after that, the top 2 players then will be heading to the offline grand finals of the Grand Esports 2026 held in Hanoi, Vietnam on the 11th of July. So just gonna show you guys a recap from Group A all the way to Group D. We have Blackpink Roy Hachuka, Jin Yao Magnum Phoenix as well, coming out from Group Stage B over here. For Group Stage C, literally just yesterday, right? We saw Blackhearted winning Tears, but both of them will be moving onwards to the regional final rounds as well. And for today, we have Haji and X Morp. So with that being said, we are going to be releasing the final code of the night. Alright, so make sure to type this one in. Okay, well, I'll show you guys the bracket here. So this will be the regional final round. Okay, 21st of June. This will be the 8 players. All right, locking in their spots. So here are the code for the night. All right, last 2 players for 100,000 mana stones and 1 mystical scroll. So once again, last 2 players for 100,000 mana stones and 1 mystical scroll. Make sure to collect this one right now because the code actually goes out really quickly. So if you don't get it, then unlucky, right? Yeah, make sure to take this one as soon as possible for 100,000 mana stones and 1 MS. Last 2 players is the code name. Alright, so I believe that is going to conclude the end of the group stages of the regional qualifier for the Grand Esports 2026 in the Southeast Asia English-speaking countries region. Once again, congratulations to Morp and Haji as they will be joining Blackpink Royd, Hachuka, Jinyao, Magnum Phoenix, Blackhearted, and Tears in the regional final round of the Grand Esports 2026 on the 21st of June. And also make sure to stay tuned for the 4,500 USD prize pool offline grand finals played in Hanoi, Vietnam to see who will be the one victorious over there, alright? So have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you all real soon. Take care, everybody, and peace out. Bye for now.